Hey guys, this is Renshin here, bringing us a commentary. This is going to be the third set in the Hana Daetoo MSL Grand Finals between Flash and Jaedong. Flash 2-0 ahead, and looking strong, looking dominant, sipping on his, I don't know what. I think he drinks Pocari Sweat. I'm not too sure. We all know, in all truth, it is motor oil. I don't care if it's, see-through and watery like. It's motor oil. Gatorade motor oil, I don't care. It's their new product, made specifically for Flash. That's the way it goes. I don't know why, but whenever I watch Jaedong play these days, he just looks so tired. I just feel sorry for him. And honestly, he hasn't, he's still Jaedong, but he hasn't really looked his best. So I don't really know what to say and what to think here. Flash, meanwhile, just looks like he's ready to go up there and get his first MSL trophy. It's going to be a match point. At the lower left-hand corner in blue, we're going to have the turn player Flash. The upper hand corner, we're going to have Jaedong playing in brown as a Zerg player. Flash was kind of fiddling in his chair there for a second, getting a lot of breaths going, getting himself pumped up. Jaedong, meanwhile, kind of looking, it looks like, I don't know if it's nerves. I can hardly tell emotion from his face right now, but he doesn't look like he has the face of someone who's, going out there to get his golden badge. You know what I mean? Let's see, 41, 42. 43. It's because I'm syncing going on. Make sure that my videos don't all fall out of sync and have a bunch of suckage. We're going to see what the Flash is going to go for something similar as he's done. Twice in a row, he's started off with the same thing. He's gone for a 14cc, and he's made it work for him twice. He might go for something similar. I think he might be kind of like redefining himself a little bit. Like, I don't always go for CC into one racks. I'm wondering whether he wanted to do something similar like this on match point in the OSL against Effort, but eventually just Effort went mass zerglings and kind of closed the door on him. I think he might have been expecting a different reaction. Like, that's exactly not what Jaedong did. And I think because he didn't do some of that, and I think also because Flash just made sure that he couldn't do that, I was a part in Jaedong's loss in the first two sets. Jaedong just kind of didn't seem to sometimes react all that much. First set, he definitely reacted by expanding twice and getting that fourth base going, but I don't think he did really react completely to Flash's build in the second set either. I just think he went for what he was going to go for anyway, and Flash was ready for it. He got those Valkyries out there in time. Flash right now sending out his SCV, spotting the 12 hatch coming up. Also going to put down, he is going to put up another quick command center. This is insane. 3 times in a row. Worked for him twice. And I don't know if you're not expecting this at all, because this, last time he played a match point, which was against Effort, in the 5th set in the OSL, this was what made sure that he did not, I repeat, did not get his golden mouse. This is what prevented him from getting his golden mouse. So, I don't know, this might be actually an absolutely brilliant move from Flash, or this might be damning. But he is going to put up his racks right now, try to put up a pseudo wall. He did not do this in the OSL, I believe. I believe in the OSL he put up his racks inside of his main, did not do this wall off. Jaedong just going to put down a production hatchery. But he meanwhile does have his spawning pool much earlier this time around, so he's going to be able to put on some zergling pressure if he wants. No extractor, though, so we're going to see what the SQ going to try to put on some significant amount of zergling pressure, just try to macro up on these two bases. Just not going in, spotting the Flash, doing the same thing again. We're going to see whether Jaedong going to try to just mass zerglings and punish him this time around. It's going to be tough because Flash is getting that wall in and setting up a significantly good defensive posture for himself to defend against. I needed to crack my neck there for a second. Ugh. Don't know if you guys heard that. My mic has some very, very epic professional voice canceling, so background noise are kind of hard to pick up. Kind of a good thing when it comes to this, really. Yeah, you never have that annoyance when sometimes your microphone might pick up your headphones if they're too loud, or, mouse click, or yada, yada, yada. Factory on the way for Flash. So, yeah, this is definitely something new. This is him doing something very interesting. Hydrogen coming up now from Jaedong. So he's going to go for something different. We're going to see whether he tries to go mass Hydra. He's getting some Zerglings out there. Has additional production hatchery coming up. We're going to see whether he's just going to try to go mass Hydra and just try to bust Flash here. But Flash, I'm not altogether sure. He does have a bunker there behind that barracks. And he's going to get some medic marines. Is he going to go for true mech this time? Or is he just going to go for a transition as he's done so far? Just transition into bio after some sort of factory start. In the first set, he went for very quick, just SK type of build. Basically, went for Science Vessel with medic marines out there and just pushed in with a couple of tanks to act as support to kill the Sunkens at the front, to help him kill the Sunkens at the front. Almost managing. Oh, look at that beautiful micro. Wow. Wow. Look at that. Oh, man. He's going to lose his SCV now. He's not going to be able to get inside the main. I don't think Flash even thinks he's going to manage to do it. He's going to get it picked off, but absolutely beautiful micromanagement there from him. Jaedong failed to make sure that it doesn't get inside the natural expansion. At the very least, Flash got the spot on the lack of a second extractor at the time, getting an initial vulture out there, and there's no sunken colony at the front that I saw. Still don't know if Jaedong knows about. Still don't know if he has an overload inside the main, knows about that armory on the way, so we might be seeing Valkyries. And I don't see, there are Hydras out there, so at the very least he's still going to be able to push back this vulture, but no sunken at the front. Zerg going to go in and engage, get a couple hits on that vulture, but the vulture still has a significant amount. Zerg is going to try to act as a wall and just make sure the Hydra gets a shot on it, just have to make sure the vulture does not get in and close to those drones to pick off. Any drone kills would never be bad. And also, Jaedong doing smart, just holding that one Hydra at the front. He's trying to hide the Hydras. He has the back. Trying to work on upgrades right now, get speed and range of them so he can utilize them well. And still don't know exactly what Flash is going to go for. If he goes for Heavy Medic Marine, Jaedong will have to transition into lurkers quickly because Hydras in a large amount aren't really very effective. He is going to move out, has a control group of Hydras, I think. Now he's going to try to go in for a bust. Is Flash going to spot this in time? I don't know. He has Goliaths out there, actually, so I definitely think he's expecting mutas right now. And now, finally, he's going to spot those Hydras in the way. He knows there's a bust coming at him. Putting down a second bunker as soon as he knows that's happening. Has a couple of Goliaths right at the back. Has some Medic Marines. But he's definitely not going to have stim. It's going to be a little bit tough for him to hold this. He's going to have to pull a lot of SCVs off the line. It's going to be a huge conga line of Hydras coming in. A lot of all these SCVs being pulled off the line. Not even mining right now. And this is going to be it. If Flash manages to hold this, he might still win the game. But there's not that much here. A couple bunkers full, being repaired right now. Hydra's desperately trying to pick off that bunker. Some Zerglings managed to get through to actually ward off those Goliaths for now. But it doesn't look like it's going to be enough because those SCVs doing an absolute beautiful job of defending that bunker. Hydras are going to manage to get a supply depot down, but they're still going to try to penetrate. Still a decent amount of them, and more reinforcements on the way. One tank here waiting on siege mode. Siege might be a huge help as soon as it comes up. Barrick's going to go down, so not that many troops. Hydra's not going to come in and penetrate. One tank still at the back. Some of the Hydras are going down. The CV's doing a good job of blocking. Siege mode now up, so just with that siege mode, there's bunkers at the front. This might be enough for Flash to hold this off. Is this going to be enough? We're going to see Jaedong going to try to go in. Going to come in there close to the tank. Going to be able to get us around. Picking off the tank. The bunker's still up, full of troops. Barry's going to be coming out, acting as a blockading building. Another siege tank at the back. This time around, the Hydra's not going to be able to come in close. Jaedong's still going to try to pressure this, and of course, the longer the game keeps on though like this, the worse I think the position becomes for Jaedong, because his economy not really too strong. Flash still mining well from one base, and not much from the natural at all actually from the natural expo. He keeps all the CVs for defensive purposes, but he's still in a position where he's good enough because right now he's just wasting Jaedong's units. Jaedong kind of wasting units, throwing him at this wall here, and Jaedong Flash has managed to constantly upgrade the defenses right now, going to get a second siege tank out there. I think with a couple of siege tanks, he might, he's already starting to mine at natural expo. Some of his SCVs, just try to continue getting his economy up there. Going to have just Goliath. So he was definitely expecting mutas, I think. And just now we're going to be on the way for Jaedong. I think some lurkers there at the front would have been a big help, actually, now that I think about it, because the comm station is coming out just now. But the org's going to be significantly light. Armor already working on Weapons 1 upgrade, so Flash apparently going to transition into mech. They did have 2 factories out there. Bunch of supply depots. They're ready to put up a bunch of blockading buildings ready up there for now. 3 tanks with siege mode right now. Now Jaedong going to go for the final push. I think this is going to be the final thing. Huge amount of Hydras just melting. Going to be able to pick off 1 bunker, but that's not nearly enough. He's already lost at least half of his Hydras, not more. Has 1 on the low ground.